Well, hey friends. So today I have a fun episode. Guys, I think every episode is fun. I'm easily amused, I guess. I don't know. But everything I want to share with you, I try really hard to make it very, very practical, very applicable. So I think everything's fun because I think it's helpful. Anyway, in today's episode, I have 3 very common website copy mistakes that you, in your own little DIY world, you can avoid these mistakes. And these are mistakes that I see on, so many websites. I spend a lot of time looking at different websites, just learning and auditing, and it's just how my brain works, okay? It is how it is. So take these 3 very common mistakes, and if you spot them on your website, you're going to want to fix them stat. Now, don't worry, I'm going to tell you how to fix them too. Ready? Let's go. Hey there, fellow entrepreneur. Welcome to Simple SEO and Marketing with me, Faith Hannon. Do you want to grow your business with organic marketing and finally feel like you can understand SEO? Are you scouring the internet for how to get more website traffic, SEO for dummies, and how to market on Pinterest? Have you tried to grow your business with SEO and blogging only to get frustrated and quit because it's overwhelming and too time consuming? Been there. Hey, I'm Faith Hannon, Jesus lover, copywriter, blogger, wife, wrangler of tiny humans, and barrel racer. And let me tell you, I didn't have time to waste sorting through SEO and keyword strategies that either didn't work or were so over my head I couldn't understand them. I honestly thought that SEO and blogging only worked for people with a PhD in tech jargon and a whole team of employees, until I learned these secrets. Good SEO strategies don't have to be complicated, and creating and marketing great content doesn't have to take more than a couple hours a week total. So pop in those earbuds, slam some coffee, and let's grow your business with simple organic marketing and a healthy dose of biblical encouragement along the way. So you may have tuned into this podcast looking for SEO tips, which BT dubs I give a lot of. And SEO is so crucial to conversion and traffic and all things online business success. However, it really doesn't matter how much traffic you get to your website if when people get there, your website copy is poop. So let me tell you about these tips, because honestly, what got me into the SEO world was website copy, because I've always been a wordsmith by nature, a little marketing brainchild from the get-go. And I don't know if you've heard this story before or not, but it's good, and so listen in. I had my own website back in the day, a while ago. I've had a website for a while, and I had just spent like a ton of time and effort polishing up this website, making it so beautiful, and new branding colors, the whole 9 yards. And then I had a client that I was writing for. I was doing blog content for them, and they had so much more traffic than I did. And when I got that view at the back end of their analytics and saw literally an extra digit on their traffic, I was like, what? How in the world? And so that is kind of what got my brain started learning about SEO, because I just realized that I can have the most beautiful website in the world with the best copy, but if I don't have anything working in the back end to get people coming to my website other than whatever happy-go-lucky social media trend there is, if I don't have something working to get people coming to my website, then it's kind of useless. And so that's where the beautiful marriage of great website copy and great SEO comes into play for your online business and your overall marketing strategy. So if you tuned in for SEO tips and you hear the word website copy and you're like, meh, 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 don't get your panties in a wad. We're going to talk about copy, but know that it's important. Okay? I'm not just blowing smoke over here. Your website copy is important because your SEO is going to work to get people to your website, right? And your website copy has to be on point so that your website will convert. Okay. Now, I have several episodes on website copy and messaging starting clear back at episode 2, y'all. So if you're like, what is she even talking about? Go back and listen to some episodes, including episode number 2. But today, what I really want to focus on are just 3 very, very common website copy mistakes to avoid. And these are not things that you have to have a professional working with you to help you avoid. Like, you can literally audit your own website, see if you're doing these things, and then fix them. Okay? All right. Now, mistake number one is when you're telling people about all of these awesome things that you sell, you're going to save them all this money, you're going to take them from, overweight and unhappy to fit and feeling good, or whatever it is that you do. You have all of these big promises, but you don't tell them how. Now, I'm not saying that you have to give away all of your secrets, right? I'm not saying that you have to be like, this is the formula, point here, click here, eat this, do this. I'm not saying that you have to give away all of your secrets, like the things that make you money, the things that make you valuable as a service provider, or things that make your product valuable. You don't have to give away all of your secrets, but you do have to tell them how in clear but kind of general steps. Why? Well, because the internet is full of people blowing smoke out of their rears, okay? Like, everybody says that they're the best of the best of the best, or they can save you $1 bajillion or make you $1 bajillion, or like whatever, right? Like, we are inundated with just crap. And honestly, a lot of lies all the time, right? Like, the internet is full of people and full of promises that are really empty, okay? And let me just tell you how I learned this lesson the hard way as a young child, that you can't believe everything you read, right? Ready? Or everything you hear. So I was probably like, I don't know, 6 or 7. And there's this advertisement on TV for these like jewels that you could put in your hair and put in your doll's hair. And I was like, Mom, I need that. Can I please have that the next time, we go to the store and buy a toy? Because we had like a set toy day. We would go to the store and buy a day that we could go get a new toy. And so I was like, Mom, can I please get that thing on toy day next? And she's like, yeah, but I don't think it's going to be what you think it is. And I'm like, no, it's wonderful. It's going to make my hair so beautiful, Mom. I need it. And she was like, all right, baby. So we go to the store, we buy these hair jewels that I see advertised. And I get home and I open the package, and y'all, they were Velcro. They had Velcro on the back of the stupid little hair jewels. So I don't know if y'all have ever put Velcro in your hair, but it does not feel good coming out. So here I am putting all of these stupid jewels all up in my long hair, and then I go to pull them out, and every single one of them hurts. And I was like, man, this is so dumb. And my mama, being the smart woman that she is, took that opportunity, and she was like, Faith, you can't believe everything that you see on TV. And to tell you all the truth, we can't believe everything that we read on the internet either, okay? And I'm not saying, I do not in any way, shape, or form think that I'm talking to a bunch of liar pants on fire listening to this podcast. Y'all are amazing. But because there's a whole bunch of scam artists out there, and there's a whole bunch of liar pants on fire out there just blowing smoke up people's rears, you have to build some trust factor in your website copy. And you do that by telling people how. How do you get them results? How do they go from point A, which is feeling like crap or feeling overwhelmed or having no traffic to their website, or their house being a mess all the time, or not understanding how to use their computer? How do you take them from point A to Z in very simple steps, right? Like, they don't need 800 steps. They need 3 to 5 general steps, right? We're not talking about every cotton picking thing on your checklist. We're talking about 3 to 5 max general steps, telling them how you are going to get them from point A to Z, wherever it is that you're taking them. And this is honestly one of the things that I work through with my clients when I have a website copy client or a VIP day website client, because it's so crucial to nail down this verbiage, not just for SEO purposes, but for conversion purposes and trust building purposes. And BT Dubs, if you have already purchased or are thinking about purchasing the Organic Marketing Framework, I give you this framework for website copy within the Organic Marketing Framework. I tell you where to place these steps in your website on your homepage, like as I give you a mock-up template. So you know, okay, I put this here and this here and this here, because placement matters, buyer psychology matters, but you do need to tell your people how. Even if you never buy a thing from me, please go look at your website and make sure that you have told your people how you get them whatever results you're trying to get them. Okay? Okay. Now, step number 2, or mistake number 2 that people make, ready? Is giving them too much information too soon. Just TMI too soon on your homepage. Now, your homepage should be the page that gets the most traffic on your website. Typically it is. And we all want to just, tell people how wonderful our service is, how wonderful our product is, give them all of the things like word vomit all over them. Sorry for that word picture. Word vomit on them and tell them all the things that make this so amazing. And that's cool, right? Like, there's places to tell people how amazing your product or service is, but too much information too soon overwhelms buyers and they peace out, bye, gone, baby. And a lot of times people want to capitalize on the above the fold section of their website, which is just simply the part of your website that somebody sees before they scroll. Like if they were to have an above the fold section on a newspaper, that's where that term comes from. People want to tell their buyer all this amazing stuff right off the bat because they're afraid of losing their ideal customer and them not seeing all of the important things. So a lot of times people will overwhelm their website viewer, their ideal customer, whoever, on the above the fold section of their website because they're just giving them too much information too soon. And honestly, that is one of the biggest things that I see and biggest mistakes that I see and biggest changes that I make with clients and students is, hey, this verbiage is really good, but it's too much for right here. Let's bump it down the page a ways so that we're not overwhelming somebody, so that by the time somebody gets to this information, they're already a little bit warmed up to you, a little bit warmed up to your website, a little bit warmed up to the problem that you solve, and you can give them more information and just continue building that trust and answering the questions that they're asking. Okay? Hey friend, I know you're trying to grow this business, but does it feel like it's not really going anywhere? Did you know that we can actually fix the back end of your business so that you have some great SEO? Did you know that we can repurpose your podcast or repurpose your blog and help you grow faster? Did you know that was even an option? If you're thinking, oh my goodness, Faith, that would be amazing, then head on over to faithhannon.com/coaching or click the link in the show notes. In just 1 hour of your time, we'll get you a marketing plan in a box with the exact keywords that you need to be going for, how and where to implement them, and at least 3 months of SEO-focused content planned out for you. Let's get your coaching call on the books right now and get your marketing strategy headed in the right direction. Spots are limited, so don't wait. And I cannot wait to help you finally get the breakthrough you've been waiting for and jumpstart your business dream back to life. All right, and mistake number 3, y'all, that I see pretty darn often is having a complicated main navigation. Now, this would be the buttons, essentially, the things that you can click across the top of your website, like home, about, how to work with me, what you should expect, like all of these things that a lot of people like to have up there. And I will be the first to raise my hand and say, I probably have too many things in my main navigation. Like I could probably simplify it a little bit, but I've seen so many websites that they just have like 10 things up there and I'm like, whoa, I am so overwhelmed at my choices right now that I don't even know what to do. So bye. Keep it simple, right? Like keep your main navigation simple, like that acronym KISS. Keep it simple, stupid, because you don't want to overwhelm people. Yes, they need to be able to clearly understand, how to navigate your website, how to get where they want to get, how to find how to work with you, how to purchase from you, free resources, learn more about your company, those core things. But they don't really need to have, you don't need your legal disclaimers up there. You don't need a link to your statement of faith up there. You don't need a link to your location up there, right? You need simple things. Now you can sandwich stuff so that you click a button and things drop below it, like a drop down menu within that navigation. That's fine, but keep it simple. And there's kind of like a two-part to this, because I have seen this a little bit lately as well, where people have no navigation up at the top and they just have like the little hamburger icon. And I'm like, listen, y'all, don't make me work extra hard to find the stuff either. Like, don't make people work hard sorting through too much junk on your website, but also don't make people click too many times to get where they need to get. Yes, I understand that for the most part, you want to keep people on your website a little bit longer for, analytics purposes, but don't make your customer work harder than they have to. It's really and truly, I believe, my heart, and I think a lot of our hearts, is to serve people, right? And when in serving people, we want to make their lives easier. We want to make their lives better. And sometimes that starts in the simple little things, like how we have our website laid out, okay? How we have our navigation set up, how we have, our client experience set up. So just look at your website, take a gander at your website and ask yourself these 3 things, okay? 1, do you tell them how you get them the results that you're promising? You don't have to go into great detail, but do give them a clear 3 to 5 step process that you are going to lead them through, okay? And then ask yourself, honestly, am I giving them too much information too soon? Would I overwhelm somebody with this who maybe isn't even giving me their full attention, okay? Am I giving them too much information too soon? And number 3, is my main navigation complicated? And if you need help figuring this out, y'all just call up a pal, have said pal look at your website and give you some honest feedback, because sometimes it does take an outside set of eyes to do that and to truly, just see things that you're missing. So I'm excited for y'all to look at your website, evaluate it, and make sure you're not making these 3 mistakes. If you are ready to have a deep dive into your website, to have my brain and my team's brain digging into your website copy and your SEO strategy so that you can have those 2 beautifully married and working for your business, for your bottom line, and for your website traffic, then go ahead and book a discovery call for a VIP day. I'm selective about who I do VIP days for, because it's got to be the right fit, right? I'm not going to promise you results if you're not the right fit, if your business isn't the right fit, if you're not in the right place. And those VIP day slots are limited. If you're not in the place where you can purchase that and make that investment in your business right now, then consider purchasing the Organic Marketing Framework, where I lay out website copy and how to do SEO-friendly website copy for yourself from a professional SEO consultant and website copywriter. So those are 2 great resources for y'all that I'm excited to offer. And I just pray that y'all would have fresh eyes to see your website, to see your business in a way that enables you to serve your people and love your people better and truly reach the people that God has for you to reach. So I hope y'all have a great rest of your day, and we'll chat with you soon. Thank you so much for listening in today. Hopefully this episode gave you some really tangible tips for better SEO and marketing to get more leads and more sales from your website. If it did, can I ask you a quick favor? Would you please share this episode with a friend, and then just take 10 seconds and go leave a written review on Apple Podcasts. That is the very best way to help more Jesus-loving entrepreneurs scale their businesses so that they can help more people with their gifts and make an even bigger impact for the kingdom of God. And guess what? We now have a Facebook community where we can learn, hang out, and laugh. Go join the Facebook group now. It's linked in the show notes. And all the other things, courses, coaching, and copywriting can be found at my website, faithhannon.com. Until next time, God bless, and I'll talk to you soon.